What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Before we get started, hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment, hit the bell notification so you know when I put out this video. And if you're watching this video, you click just one more click on the subscribe button. Help a guy out. I appreciate it. I really do. And thank you all so much. I haven't said this in a while, but thank you all so much to all of the almost 6,400 subscribers that I have now. I appreciate each and every one of you for sticking around, especially my day oneers. I appreciate y'all for sticking around this long and staying with me. And I am not going anywhere. I've been a little slow lately because I have my own business doing home improvement stuff. So been a little busy lately trying to finish out the year strong with my business, but I'm getting back on here this week. I've been on here every week, just not as much, but bear with me. I'm trying to figure out a way to get all this stuff done. Keep you all entertained. So, because this is where I want to be. I have fun doing this. It's awesome. I really enjoy it. So, let's make it my job. Help me out. Appreciate y'all. So, today, do a reaction to Jason Aldean, Let Your Boys Be Country. It came out about a week ago. And I saw a little snippet of an interview, him getting questioned about his last song that had a lot of controversy, which was Tried in a Small Town. I did a reaction to that. Go check it out. But I don't understand the controversy. I don't understand. He's not racist. His music is not racist. And I will have to say in that video, I said something about the good old boy term. I got corrected, and after a bunch of comments, and they were all positive. Nobody attacked me. It wasn't, they were just saying, hey, man, like your reaction, but this I disagreed with. You know what? They're right. I just have misinterpreted it because of some of the influences I had around me, which doesn't mean that's what it is. So I was wrong, and, I don't see anything wrong with the good old boy term. I get what they mean by it. I got educated, and I appreciate that from everybody. So please, if I say something in here and I'm wrong, and you know I'm wrong, just let me know. Don't gotta be mean, but let me know, and I'll say, hey, man, yeah, thanks for letting me know. Appreciate it. You don't know till you know. Everybody makes mistakes, and sometimes, you might think you know something you don't really know. So I'm going to watch this and see if the controversy remains. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it, but whatever. Let's see what it's about. Let's see what it says. It's been a while since I've done a country music reaction. So, without further ado, let's go.
Let your boys be country. Let him keep that red dirt on his boots. Make him proud of that middle nowhere he's got down in his roots.
Said Mama Tried. That's old Waylon Jennings song. Yeah, it's I could already tell. Yeah, let the man, dude. Oof. I will have to say, man, dudes today are not like they used to be. And in some ways, that's good. But in a lot of ways, it's not. Where's the toughness, man? Like, maybe I'm old school and just traditional in certain ways, I guess. I grew up in a time where pronouns did not exist. And, safe spaces in colleges didn't exist when I was growing up. You just never heard about it, right? And boys, we were always taught to protect our younger brothers and sisters. You're taught to protect the people that are weaker than you. We are, as a man, I feel like I'm supposed to be a protector. Okay. And I think we're losing that in a major way. Let boys be boys. If they want to be. If they want to be.
Make him proud of that middle nowhere he's got down in his roots. Let him work in the hayfield sweating for a little summer cash. Raise them hard, raise them tough, bring them up to have their brothers back.
Just what I was saying, dude. You gotta, like, bro. Band of brothers, man. You gotta stick together, dude. Yeah, protect each other. That's what we're supposed to do. As boys, as men, dude. We're protectors. I totally take that to the heart. I really do.
To have their brothers back. Let them ride round in trucks, making back road noise. Let them hang out on Friday, get wild with the boys. Let them go to the woods in the cold, painted up camo green. Yeah, let them chase, let them fall for a small town girl. Let everything inside these county lines be his whole world.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop right in the middle of that line, I know, but I finished high school in a small town. I didn't grow up in a small town, but I finished high school with my dad in a small town. And I definitely appreciated those years. It's the first time I actually had actual friends at school. But what he's saying, I mean, that's going away due to the internet. There's a lot of influence. So when I was in school out in that small town in the country, I mean, you're basically, in some ways it's good, in some ways it's bad. You're kind of cut off from the rest of the world, right? With back in the day when there's no internet, no smartphones, no Facebook, nothing. You were able to just exist and live in your little humble area and just do what you want to do and just be a kid. You're cut off from the rest of the world. You're not in a big city where everything's rah. The big cities back then was basically like being on the internet now. That's where all the everything was going on, the hustle and bustle in the countries where you go out there and relax. Now it's kind of all being meshed together because of social media and the internet. But yeah, I mean, I think that's part of what he's saying too, that things like boys can't be boys. The country really ain't the country anymore because it's so influenced by the city and everything that's going on social media. That's the way I see it, but I can't disagree, man. Growing up like that, like I didn't grow up in a small town. I finished high school in a small town. But if I did grow up like that in a small town, hunting and fishing and doing dirt biking, I would have been happy. I think it's a good life to live, if you ask me. I like the city for convenience, but I like the country for solitude and just regrouping.
Yeah, let 'em chase, let 'em fall for a small town girl. Let everything inside these county lines be his whole world. You want him to grow up to be someone he's damn proud to be. Mamas, let your boys be country. Teach him yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am, and never turn down a cold beer.
So, hey, you don't turn that, bro. Somebody off your cold beer unless it's a Bud Light.
Tell them there ain't nothing greener than the grass you're standing on right here. Let them ride round in trucks, making back road noise. Let them hang out on Friday, get wild with the boys. Let them go to the woods in the cold, painted up camo green. Yeah, let them chase, let them fall for a small town girl. Let everything inside these county lines be his whole world. You want him to grow up to be someone he's damn proud to be. Mamas, let your boys be country.
Yeah, man, what a life, dude. I mean, I have to pause this a little bit. I don't get copyrighted, man. People tell me don't worry about it, but I've been getting copyrighted. Not a copyright strike, but they just won't monetize it. So, I mean, I've had a few videos where I have went to publish it and it didn't monetize. And I'm like, dude, it's a lot of effort to just sit down here and record and stuff when I have the free time outside of my business and to not get monetized at all. It kind of sucks sometimes. So sometimes I do, sometimes I don't still post it. But anyways, that's why I pause it so much sometimes. But I mean, I just don't understand how people think that everybody from the country are Republican and racist these days. I mean, that's kind of, it's not that they think that every single person, but boy, they get lumped in a group of racists and Republicans. Like if you're from Texas, oh, you're down, you must be a Republican, you must be a racist Republican. Like because you're a Republican, it's just so stupid, these labels that we put on each other. I just refuse to label someone before I even have a conversation with them. It is unreal to me. And maybe part of that is because I've been labeled in my life because I went through some rough stuff and that people misunderstood me at times, that I got labeled as something that I'm not because they didn't really know me and have a conversation, that maybe they saw me doing something or acting in a way that they didn't approve of, not knowing that I'm going through the shit. So I hate labels, man. And then the country people get labeled so many times as white, Republican, racist, dude. And it drives me nuts. Because it's not only white people are country, dude. There's so many people that appreciate country living, man, that are not white, bro. So it's so stupid to label people. You know, like where I come from, where I finished high school is predominantly white. Then where I live in New Mexico is predominantly Mexican and like Hispanic, right? There's jacked up trucks and country living here just like there is there, dude. It's the same thing. You just look different, but y'all appreciate the same stuff, you know? So these labels we put on each other are incredibly stupid, especially if you're going to do it without even having a conversation with someone first. That's all I'm going to say about this. And I think country living, simpler life would be good for a lot of people because you can regroup a lot more throughout the week than you can if you live in the city. Like I live in the city and I've lived in the country. And when you live in a city and you come home, you're still, rah, rah, I still hear sirens, planes fly over. We live near the airport. It's not terrible to where you don't get no sleep. We barely hear it. We don't hear it when we're inside the house. But if planes fly over, when you're outside, you hear them, you know, you hear sirens, you hear, commotion, you hear cops, you hear fireworks sometimes. It's hard to regroup and you're always hearing it and you get used to it. So you don't realize how much it's affecting you at times. So that's what I'll say about country living. Stop labeling these folks, man. They're out here just trying to live too. Just because you live in a certain area, you look a certain way, doesn't mean that you are a certain way. See, right there, that proves my point, dude, of these labels. All right? Look at that. Right there, man. It ain't always white people, bro. Black people love country living too. Asian people. There's a lot of different people that love country living. And they're not racist.
Mamas, let your boys be country. Let everything inside these county lines be his whole world. You want him to grow up to be someone he's damn proud to be. Mamas, let your boys let him drive around in trucks, making back road noise. Let him hang out on Friday, get wild with the boys. Let him go to the woods in the cold, painted up camo green.
Oh, that looked like Duck Dynasty, dude. Hold on. They look like I've never watched that show, but I know what they look like. Maybe it's just that guy in the middle with the big beard. He looks like the guy from Duck Dynasty, even though he's probably not. I don't know.
Mamas, let your boys be country. Let your boys be country.
Looks fun to me, dude. Looks fun to me. Yeah, I will say, yeah, the fact that Jason Aldean's caught slack at any of y'all for try that in a small town or any of his music, I'm like, dude, he's been around for a long time, man. I think he became known artists in country music, like really popular in the early 2000s. I'm thinking might be a little off by a few years, but either way, he's been in the mainstream. He's been popular country music artist for a long time. The guy's not racist. The guy don't hate anybody, dude. He's done a lot of good things in country music, and the fact that like people want, like, I just go back to the label thing. I've talked about this with my friends and so many people. I'm so sick of labels. I've had long-term friends of mine during the pandemic call me like a socialist. Like, you sound like a Nazi, because I didn't want to take the Fauci ouchie. I'll say that. I know you can't say the other word. So I know Brandon Tatum calls it the Fauci ouchie, dude. So Tatum, dude, you probably won't see this, man, but I used your little term if it was yours. But I'm sick of the labels, man. Like, just because someone disagrees with you on something, just because they live a certain way, if they're not hurting anybody and they're just doing their thing and they're happy, let them do that. Just like the whole transgender movement and gay, like, do you? You know what I'm saying? They say, do you, boo? Do you? But you can't expect everybody to just love what you do, whether you're not hurting anybody or not. That's why we have differences in opinions. We have different likes and dislikes. Some people love the inner city with the noise, can't sleep without a train going by. Some people like complete silence. They want to be out in the middle of nowhere. And I'll tell you right now, dude, if I had a bunch of money and I could afford it, I'd have 30 acres and I'd live where you don't see any neighbors. Not because I hate people. I love people, man. If you talk to me and you're cool, I'm cool. I'll talk to anybody, dude. I don't care what you look like, where you're from, what you do. I don't care if you're a good person and you're cool. I'll talk to you, dude. I'll hang out. We'll crack a beer, dude. Doesn't matter to me. So I don't want to live in the middle of nowhere because I hate people. But I'm that type of person. When I come home, I want to hear like bugs and birds buzzing. I don't want to hear sirens and all that I'm hearing all the time while I'm in the city working already. I want to get away. I like to escape a little bit sometimes. So if I could live in the country on my own and shoot my gun and practice and do my thing, I would. I'd have a bow. I'd set up a range, dude. I have all these plans. It's going to happen soon, but I have a lot of plans. I would like some land, but I'm just saying, man, I think this is an awesome song. I think it's just, let your boys be country is a great song. I love it. I love the message. I think there are some things in this country that we've overcorrected and we need to get back to some, like when they're in fighting, when you lose, they say, all right, man, I just need to get back to the fundamentals and drill the fundamentals. And I think that's what we need to do in society a little bit with certain things. Bit of an overcorrection here and there in some parts, some facets of our lives. So with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed this reaction. I hope y'all love this video as much as I do. Let me know in the comment section below what y'all think about this video, what you think about just what I was talking about labeling and stuff, and let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. I'm always interested to know what y'all think. So until next time, peace.
I've traveled so far, couldn't tell you how far. Feels as though I have been a million places at once. Many lives I have lived, many battles I fought and lost.